After knocking my wife in my own house, watch my wife giving a man a ride. Good morning, good evening, everybody, depending on the time you are watching this video. This story I want to share has been with me for 2 years now. And if I don't share this story, I just feel like it will take my life. So I just want to share it. First of all, let me start from the beginning so that you understand me properly. I am a civil engineer. I work in Abuja. I work with a construction company in Gwagwalada, Abuja. And by the grace of God, I'm doing well. I have an apartment, my own apartment, and I have a car, a 2019 Toyota Camry, and I think I'm doing well. I'm comfortable, not rich, but comfortable, middle class kind of, you understand. After knocking my wife in my own house, watch my wife in 20 giving a man a ride. 17, I met this girl. She's from Enugu. This guy is calm, respectful. I think I should say she just everything. She was everything a man would need. When a man sees this type of girl, you say, this is somebody's future. I talked to her, and there's something I want to tell you about her. When I met her, she was actually struggling, her father had passed away. Her mother was a petty trader. She was really facing hard time with schooling and other things. So, and I had to step in. I took over everything, her school fees, accommodation, feeding, everything, was on my shoulders. Remaining 4 years in the university, because she was in the university, in a 100 level, studying mass communication. So I took over everything, and finally in 2021 we got married. A small ceremony with friends and family and close friends, small but decent. I spent 1.4 million in the wedding. Small but decent, very decent. So I can tell you that the early months rather of the marriage was it was so sweet. It was heaven on earth. I should have to admit that. Then in 2022, early 2022, that was 5 months or thereabout, 5 to 6 months after our wedding, something happened, and it is connected with a friend. I will tell you about him. My childhood friend. We were childhood friends right from my JSS1 back then in Enugu, and we finished school and moved to Abuja for work. So we have been friends. This my friend usually visited, now that I'm married, usually visited me, once every 2-3 weeks. My wife, we spend time together, talk, gist, normal things. Giving a man a ride. But I started noticing some things. little things that individually you can just say, maybe this man is just overthinking. First, I noticed that this, my friend, his visit was becoming so frequent. You know, before it was once every 2 or 3 weeks, but now it's just almost every weekend. He will come to my place, and most times he will come to my place during the week when I was not at home, when I've gone to work. So I was not comfortable with that. Okay, so, and another thing, I discovered something. My wife became private with her phone. My wife usually is not a private person. She leaves her phone everywhere, on the table, during charging, everywhere. But now, she's always with her phone. In short, there was a day that I wanted to make use of her phone because my battery was... The way my wife grabbed her phone, I looked into her eyes, and the fear in her eyes, knocking my wife, as if something is about to be discovered or something. I was, wow. Just for a second. A ride. I said, okay, let me just, maybe the problem is with me. Yes, that is how love happens. Love makes you to defend the other person. You defend the other person and think you are the one at fault, even when the signs are there screaming at you in your face. So I said, okay, no problem. So now I noticed again the behavior of my neighbors, especially the couples downstairs and the other woman next to me, the way they were behaving towards me, you know, they were giving me that kind of pity vibe. You know, that look, when you see that look, you get it. A look that when they give you, you know that somebody knows something you don't know, you know. And I said, okay, fine. Let me just, I will still understand what is happening. So, this was just happening right there. I said, okay, let me investigate something. Because this thing really got into my nerves. I said, let me investigate something. In short, let me be honest with you, I became something that I can even myself hardly recognize. I became a detective inside my own house. Giving a man a ride. Yes. I had to install, secret camera in my living room. Those small ones, it cost me about 45,000 naira. I have to install it. And, I will just go to work. I will just say it's for security, but even I and myself know that, what I'm using it for. So one day I told my wife that I was going to a site visitation, that I will be back in the evening, Now, what made me do that is that I've investigated my wife's phone. Whenever she went to bath, I would quickly carry her phone and be checking her call logs. I now discovered that the missed calls, the WhatsApp call, the WhatsApp chatting, I now saw that this my male friend, childhood friend, usually comes at a particular point in the afternoon. So I now had to leave before that time. Told my wife that I was going for site visitation, and now parked 2 streets away, and now waited in my car watching. Before I saw my friend going straight to my house, and I was just here watching. My wife, my hand was shaking, my mouth was dry. I was like, God. I waited and waited and waited up to 2 hours. I was like, should I come out? Should I burst out? I say, God, let it not be anything is happening. No. In short, let my thinking be wrong. In short, God, let me be wrong. I just stayed. My hand was shaking, and after 2 hours, this guy, my friend, came out. I now went home. And my wife, I met her in the kitchen. She was humming a song. And she told me, honey, you are back early. I did not, I just said, I did not say anything. I just said yes. Because if I didn't trust my instincts, I would have done something. So I just kept quiet, went to the living room, and now reviewed the camera. What I saw, I cannot describe in full what I saw, but my brother, my childhood friend for more than 20 years was in my own house with my wife doing nonsense on my couch. The couch I bought 180,000 from ShopRite. Yeah? I said, okay, fine. One Saturday morning, I was holding myself, looking for the right time. One Saturday morning, I called my wife and now say she should come and watch something. I've had her several times. Did my friend come? He said, no, he just came and said hi and left. I said, okay, no problem. Please, honey, can you watch this? And she did not know where to put her face. She was watching herself, what she was doing with my own childhood friend. And she started crying and telling me that she was under pressure. My friend pressured her. How? And she started saying, sorry, I'm sorry. In short, sorry was just raining like rain. I said, okay, no problem. I called my friend. He said, what? I said, just come. He was confused. I said, no, just come. When he came, got to my house, immediately he saw the laptop on the table. He already knew something fishy was going to be exposed. He now watched himself messing up with my own wife. And just then, his face just fell. He didn't know where to put his face. He started crying. My childhood friend started crying in my own house after knocking my wife in my own house. Well, I did not fight. I did not shout. I'm not a violent person. I only told him one thing. I told him 20 years. That was all I said. 20 years. 20 years. That was all I told him. 20 years. So I now called. I told both of them, oh yeah, because I was no longer myself. Let me tell you the truth. I was losing it. Like I was losing it. Watch my wife. I didn't want to see any of them again. I told both of them, leave my house. I called my wife, brother in Enugu, come and take your sister. I packed her things, thanking him and saying that she was in heaven. I shouldn't have installed that camera. Now I'm still in this apartment and I want to move, but because the memory is too overwhelming. When I sleep, I wake up, the memory is still there. I don't know what to do. My mother said I should keep praying. I've been praying. I've been going to church, but prayer cannot suddenly pray away the pain. And that girl, what if I didn't miss anything? What I miss is how she usually give me love in a very unique way. She give me this thing to the point that I don't even look at any other girl. I thought I was the person that preserved her, that nurtured her. I didn't know that she would later misbehave. Anyway, I'm still working on myself, trying to see if I will look for another girl. You know, it's hard trying to rebuild yourself while you are carrying this pain. I met after the separation. I met an elderly person I respect so much, and he told me something. He said that the problem is even not with them. The problem is investing too much on people without wisdom, without boundaries, without discernment. He asked me not to blame myself for loving. He told me that loving too much, giving too much, can be seen by some people as weakness. You see, so I shouldn't blame myself for loving, but I should have done that with wisdom. And he said another thing again. This one stayed with me. He said, a friend, your childhood friend that has stayed with you in your house, eating your food, spending your money on outings, coming to your wedding, has planned wickedness. It's just that you did not know that kind of person is not a friend. And I mark that word. He's not my friend. It's so painful. I don't know what to do now.